our October TBR. Kind of. We're mood readers around here, so this is what we think we'll be in the mood for.
But this month we're just trying to grind them out to get to those new releases. Mainly
A Curse for True Love.
Obviously. And the sequel to One Dark Window I'm also wanting to be able to read, but I have to read One Dark Window first. But we'll talk about that later. So I'm in my Caraval era. So I read Caraval in September, and I'm currently reading Legendary, which is book 2 in the Caraval trilogy, and this is following Scarlet's sister Donatella as she goes on yet another adventure. And in this book we are introduced to, is this a spoiler to say this, or does like everyone know this?
You could say it.
In this book we're introduced to Jax, who is a main character in
Once Upon a Broken Heart.
So I'm going to try to finish this one and read Finale, which I will have to go purchase after reading this one, but that's okay. And then we are going to get to, or I'm going to get to, Emmelynn's going to reread
My Children. I really hope she re-releases the Barnes & Noble exclusive edition of this one, because I have it of this one, and I won't have the third one, and then this one's just kind of left out.
So is the Barnes & Noble one is pink, right?
Yes. Anyways, I really want the exclusive of this one because, I mean, they like still go together because they're rose gold, but it's just not the same. And like, look at this. I just need another one of these.
Wait, is that signed?
Yes.
Oh.
Oh, it's so pretty.
How is it signed?
Because she signed it.
I know that.
The Barnes & Noble exclusive is signed.
Oh.
At least, I don't know if she re-releases them, they will be, but yeah.
It's like really signed, not
It's
like printed
really,
on. It's like a for real.
Really
For real
signed.
signed. And in purple too.
And I love that the book, like the naked hardcover, is a book they talk about in this book. So,
what have I?
that's really cool, in my opinion.
Okay.
But now I want like 2 of all of them so I can display them like this and the naked hardcover, and it's just becoming a problem.
Okay, so those are the 4 books on my TBR already this month. So, Legendary, Finale, Once Upon a Broken Heart,
The Ballad of
Never After, and then
I'm just gonna like sit like this.
and
while
then
you
the
read
new one
this book.
is The Curse for True Love.
A Curse for True Love.
Okay,
Yeah.
so that's 5 books already on my TBR.
I thought about rereading Caraval. I entertained the thought, but then Mom lent it. So
Then I what?
you lent it to someone. You
I
let
did.
someone borrow it.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna do that anymore, but that's okay because
That's okay.
I have some other things that I know I should be reading.
I can just give you a full synopsis, a full recap.
We should just find a.
It's fresh on my mind and in my heart.
Okay, you want me to go ahead?
Yeah, you go ahead.
Okay, first up we have Frankenstein, which is about Frankenstein, and that's all you need to know.
Yeah.
Little guy. I really want.
It's kind of small.
Yeah, but it's very short. I mean, it's under 200 pages, so I really want to read classics this fall. I'm currently reading a book for school that I really hate, so that's kind of making me for classics, but I'm about to read some Edgar Allan Poe for school this week, so I feel like that will give me some momentum to read this, but I want to annotate it, just take it slow, you know, enjoy it.
Okay, well, while we're on the note of classics, I am going to at least start Jane Eyre this month, and I want to really take my time. I want to soak it all in. I want to annotate possibly. The print is a little small. I have a prettier copy of Jane Eyre, but I don't really want to write in that one, so I just got this like cheap paperback one to write in. It's still cute, but I'm just gonna try to read maybe like a chapter a day. and that'll take me forever to get through. Actually, no, I could do that in a month. So yeah, Jane Eyre is, I like it better than Pride and Prejudice.
We've already been over this.
I
I agree as a book, but
Yes.
as a movie,
the movie, I love the Pride and Prejudice.
you just
movie.
can't beat the visuals for me.
Yes, and the soundtrack is
Yes.
amazing. But I do have a certain version of Jane Eyre that I really like, and we're gonna make Ellie watch it soon because I think Ellie would like it. But yeah, I just want to be able to say that I've read this, and I really like it too, so I should. Okay.
Okay. Next up, we have Where Dreams Descend. I'm hoping this will cure my Caraval jealousy, I guess you could call it at this point, because I'm just itching to be in that world, and I'm having FOMO over her reading it, even though I've already read it. And some people compare this to sorry, that says Phantom of the Opera, so I read it, to Caraval, because it is a circus. I don't feel like it's going to be as good, which might be mean to say, but no one's above Stephanie Garber to me. And I've heard mixed reviews of this, but it's a duology, and it's Phantom of the Opera and Caraval vibes. Those are pretty high up there for me, so we'll see.
Has she wrote anything else?
I don't know.
I've not ever heard of her before.
Yeah, I think this is her
Where
debut.
Dreams Descend?
That's what this is called.
Oh, so that is the only one.
Yeah, and
Okay.
well, there is a second one that's out now, but I hope this is good. Let me know if you've read this, because I've had this for short of a year, but I don't know. I've been nervous to read it. Yes.
This year or last year?
I think in February.
Okay.
But it was also on the like half off tables. So I was like, oh, is it not doing good? I just don't know. Someone please give me motivation to read this. I'm very here for the vibes. I just don't want to be disappointed.
Yeah.
And I'm scared. But look at the floppiness. Oh, it's a good one.
Okay, let's talk about our Adrienne Young
Okay.
books for this month, because we're each going to read an Adrienne Young book. I've only read one book by Adrienne Young, which was
Sky in the Deep.
Yes, Sky in the Deep. And I loved it, but I haven't read anything else by her. So we decided that once The Unmaking of June Farrow was announced as a book of the month, that I would get that for Emmalynn, because I'm so nice. And then I would get Spells for Forgetting. That's what it's called, right?
Yeah.
For myself, which Emmalynn has already read, and we're going to each read one of those this month.
Which is so exciting, because Spells for Forgetting takes place in Washington. And we're possibly moving to North Carolina, which is where The Unmaking of June Farrow takes place. So we're just...
Look at that. It's a cross-country trek.
Yeah. And Spells for Forgetting came out first.
It's
so
the present and the future.
It's, manifesting
Yeah.
our movie.
Yeah. So, do you want to talk about a little tiny bit what Spells for Forgetting is about? Because I don't really know them.
Okay, so Spells for Forgetting...
Is there something in August?
Yes.
Okay, I remember that.
Spells for Forgetting primarily follows Emery in August after, I don't even know how many years, after a mystery occurs. They shunned August off the island because he was accused of murder for Emery's best friend.
Oh.
And Emery and August were together at that time, and they've kind of always had a love for each other. They never stopped loving each other, but obviously you don't want to be with someone that's accused of murdering your best friend.
You shouldn't.
And then it starts to come to light again when August returns to the island, and everyone's very mad about it because one of his family members died, so he came to like sell the house, retrieve the things.
I love that trope.
Me too. And so they still try to shut him out, and he's like, bro, I freaking own this house. Like, just leave me alone. I'm selling it. I'm leaving. And then, of course, it starts to come to light who actually committed the crime. I can't even, it's so hard to explain this book because I went in knowing nothing, and I couldn't recommend that more, because the more of a mystery it is, the more fun it is, just because of all the points of view. It very much gives unreliable narrator vibes in the best way. And just the cover is gorgeous. The vibes are everything. I can't recommend it
Even
enough.
though we don't particularly like living in Washington, I do like the vibes of books set in Washington. So,
Romanticizing fall.
where we live. That could work to my benefit as we enter this rainy, dark season of our lives. Okay, and then The Unmaking of June Barrow.
I just know this follows a family in North Carolina that owns a flower farm.
Mm-hmm.
And
like find a picture or something?
I don't even know what.
Yeah, I think so.
I'm not trying to know. That's my thing.
Okay, I won't tell you then.
But we follow a mystery that plagues their family. Yada yada, same vibes, other coast. Can't wait.
Yep.
Okay. Next up, how many do you have?
I only have one more left.
Okay. Next up for me is Clockwork Angel by Cassandra Clare. And this is another one of those books that I've been saying I'm going to read for a long time, but I didn't want to force the vibes because everyone says this is a fall book, this trilogy specifically, and it's finally fall. I haven't read fantasy, I think since August.
What?
And I'm in the mood again, and I'm
I
so excited.
Well, I think I read the first three Mortal Instruments, and then I read the first three Infernal Devices, but it was so long ago. I couldn't even tell you what it's about. Probably 10 years.
I'm very excited, and the aesthetic video. Why?
Because I think I read it 10 years ago, is what I just said, but maybe you're wrong.
2010.
Oh, I was right. Okay, well, I definitely read the other ones way more than 10 years.
Yeah. But I'm excited for this. It takes place in London, Victorian England. What can get better?
I do remember I did like those better than the others, for sure.
I'm not really...
Do you think you would ever read the City of Bones?
I own the first few.
Okay.
So I want to eventually, just for context, because I want to read literally all the other series in this world, except those really. But I feel like
they're really fast reads.
I will read them, but these are what I'm in the mood for right now.
It might be good commentary.
Right. It would be so fun. I will read them.
I love Magnus Bane in the first series, so
okay.
At least there's that. Okay. The last book I want to read this month, which I've already talked about a little bit, is One Dark Window. I've had this since it was a Barnes & Noble monthly pick, I think, and I keep saving it for this time of year. And I don't even really know much about this, honestly.
You see there's a theme going on.
I just really thought it sounded intriguing. Well, even just the Maiden Monster Martyr, we love some alliteration. But the thing that made me want to read this after I bought it was Carrie Can Read talking about the magic system in this book, and there's magical cards that they have to collect on this journey to try to save their kingdom, and that just sounded really intriguing to me. I don't know why. But yeah, I want to read this because I want to read the second one. This one came out in paperback, right? Straight away. Okay, so then I will pick up the second one for sure. I don't want to get it if it's in hardback, but if it comes out in paper book like this one straight away, then I will, and then I'll probably read that one in November. So this is just, I don't know. It sounds like a gothic.
That's what that was.
A gothic, dark fantasy. And the fact that it's an adult one is also intriguing. I don't know. I feel like a lot of times adult fantasies aren't really aesthetic for specific seasons.
Yeah.
You know?
It's kind of generic.
Yeah.
Not in a bad way, but
I just feel like this one screams Halloween and spooky season. So.
Okay,
yeah.
My last book. It's finally that time.
Come on.
The last
You've been dragging this out
no,
my
I
whole
haven't.
life.
I've been saving it. I've been saving it for the fall. Why would you read this in the summer? I've been wanting to read this, but I knew when it hit us hard. And I feel like I always read my fall books in the summer, and my summer books when I get in slumps because they're fast paced, and then I just ruin it for myself. And as a mood reader who needs to romanticize the rain, I need something that's like, oh yeah, it's stormy, I need to read this creepy book. Not like, it's raining again. You know, I need to find a way to make myself happy.
Alright, I don't know if that book's gonna make you happy, but you can give it a try.
It'll make me happy about the weather.
I kind of want to read it again. Not like at the same time as you, but I would like to read
Slowly
it
but
again.
surely. It's just, you need to read her new book.
I know. I haven't read anything else by her, and that's like one of my favorite books.
Like,
of
I
all
just
time.
was flipping through and it said A Fall Day. So,
Don't
was the
flip
first
through.
sentence.
Don't
So,
sneak ahead.
I'm just saying, I know what I'm doing.
Okay.
I know what I'm about.
Okay, we're also thinking about reading. Well, we thought it would be interesting to read one of Barnes & Noble's monthly picks. And the only one that kind of intrigued us this month was Ravenfall, which is the middle grade option, which looks super cute and vibey. And I have it on hold at the library. It's about to come in.
Oh.
So maybe we'll go to Barnes & Noble and pick up like a physical copy too, because it's only like $8. Which is what I love middle grade books because they're
Me too.
always so cheaper and
It's
so
not
much
fair.
cheaper, and I don't know why, because some of
The
them
artists,
are, yeah, the art,
authors put in just as
the
much
covers
work.
are better always.
Yes.
So
Except for that stupid
we
cat
might
series.
we might add that to our TBR as well, but that's not a for sure thing. And then we'll also be going to Barnes & Noble to pick up what's it called? A Curse for True Love, for sure.
I will be there the minute they
Mhm.
open. Let me tell you.
And depending on how much I like this, same situation. So, lots of new things coming out this month.
Okay. I hope you enjoyed this video.
Yes.
Be sure to like and subscribe, which we never say, but
Yeah.
we would appreciate if you do.
Yeah. No pressure, but, you know.
And until next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.